This is the first new episode of Useless COD Zombies information in 2025. You guys know the deal by now. If this video hits 2,500 likes, I will make another episode of Useless COD Zombies information. So if you guys want another episode, drop a like. During the intro cinematic for Liberty Falls, you can hear the song We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn playing. If you cast your minds back to Cold War, then you'll remember that at the end of Forsaken's Easter egg, when the crew is getting arrested, this same song is playing. I guess it's safe to say that we met again. Well, not Richtofen. That man's MIA. On Call of the Dead, you can fling George. I don't do this very often, so when I do it and I'm reminded it's a thing, it always gets a good laugh out of me. In the 9 gameplay trailer, at the 2 minutes and 53 second mark, you can see Shaw picking up Bruno, and Shaw is holding the Draken, the sniper from BO3. In every Zombies game since BO2, if you AFK at a box location where the box isn't currently at, you can rarely see the teddy bear do this. Now, I did not know this was a thing until recently, but if I saw this as a kid, I can assure y'all would have never gotten a single zombies video from me because this would have had me done with zombies. I would have been out. Like I said, this is in other games too, but in BO3 and BO4, they changed how it looks. So in these games, instead of the teddy bear turning his head, it'll rise off the box and tilt a little bit before returning back to normal. Now, I think I prefer the BO2 version over this one, but both are insanely cool, and it's kind of crazy to think about that it took me 10 years of playing before I learned about this. In Forsaken's boss fight, in the section where it teleports you to the black area with the no one escapes alive sign, if you look straight up, you can see all the salvage in the boss fight arena just floating above you. On Liberty Falls, there are paint cans in the back of the bowling alley. These paint cans will leak paint if you shoot them. On the final step of Mob of the Dead's Easter egg, when you have to kill your friend on the bridge, the logo for your friend was different on release than it is now. This is what it looks like now, but on release, it was pretty similar to the revive icon, but instead of saying revive, it said kill. In Blood of the Dead, the Victor's crew is frozen in Richtofen's lab. In order from left to right, they go Stullinger, Russman, Misty, and Marlton last. But in Tag der Toten's intro, when they get out of the pods, they're standing, again in order from left to right, Stullinger, Russman, Marlton, and then Misty last. How did you guys even make this mistake? But speaking of this intro, later in it, Victus teleports from Blood of the Dead to Tag der Toten. When they teleport to Tag der Toten, they teleport to the top of the lighthouse. You know, where Pablo is. So realistically, he should have saw Victus teleport up here and they talked to him in the intro, and that alone would have shaved like 10 minutes off of this Easter egg. But when the game starts, he suddenly forgets he ever saw us there and we have to do some challenges to gain his trust. Either that or this cutscene was rushed last minute and they didn't think about it. Yeah, it's probably that. In Revelations, there's an Easter egg to get Dr. Monty to sing the Perk jingles. To do this Easter egg, all you have to do is pop a Perkaholic, and then walk up to a Perk machine that's playing a Perk jingle and knife it. After you knife it a few times, Dr. Monty will start singing the Perk jingle. Now, as cool as this is, it unfortunately is only for the OG 4 perks. They didn't have him sing Widow's Wine or Stamina Up, unfortunately, but with that being said, the OG 4 are all really cool to listen to, so I'm gonna play all 4 of these and I'll meet you on the other side.
When you need some help to get by, something to make you feel faster. Wait, voracious. Is that better? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What was it again? Reach for the juggernaut tonight. Sugar seduction delight. Big and strong. Reach for Juggernaut tonight. Nice. When everything's been dragging you down, grabbed you by the hair and pulled you to the ground, if you want to get up, you need a little reverie. Oh shit, I completely forgot. Disgraceful sometimes. If you want to get up, you need a little revive. Yeah. Yeah. All right. When they need some help, they reach for the root beer shelf. Yeah, thirsty, partner. It's gonna be fine. I think. I hope. Yeah, it'll be fine. Your hands are slow. Your movements sluggish. Your lack of speed just brings you anguish. Just take a sip. You will move faster. Just try it now. And speed is mastered. Press those lips against the only one that really moves you. Speed. Cola speeds up your life.
Here's a useful fact for you. I made a 3.5-hour video ranking every single zombies map from worst to best. I put a lot of effort into this video, so if you haven't seen it yet, click the card on the screen right now or the video on the end screen to go watch that video. Trust me, it's a great watch. You won't regret it. In Voyage of Despair, when you jump into water, literally everybody will stop talking. Your character, the announcer, everyone.
Carbon. He's stuck here.
Vengeance is a tricky thing. How do you know?
When you're in rave mode on Rave in the Redwoods, you actually earn double points when you headshot zombies. There are some hidden guns on BO3 that you can use on PC. For example, if you enter the command /give launcher_dragon_fireball, then it'll give you an XM53 that'll shoot fireballs. Pretty similar to how the dragon does in a boss fight. But for some reason, if you hate the color orange, you weirdo, you can enter the command /give dragonshield_projectile to get an XM53 that shoots green fireballs. These are the fireballs that come from your shield. Also on Garage Crover, you can enter the command give hero_flamethrower and then pull out your specialist, and you have the Purifier specialist from BO3's multiplayer. And as far as I can tell, this one is fully functional too. As to what this is for, I don't know. Maybe this is the dragon's attack in the boss fight when he breathes fire everywhere. Maybe? I'm not really sure, but there is one more weapon in BO3 you can use, and this one is on Revelations. If you enter the command /give launcher_shadow_margwa, you will get an XM53 that'll shoot the Keeper Skulls that the Void Margwa shoots at you on this map. When D-Machine first launched, you could camp on the truck near Quick Revive, and the zombies will climb up to get to you. Combine this with the really busted launch ray gun, this made for a really brainless round 100 strat, so naturally, Treyarch patched it. You can still get on this truck, but the zombies have now learned how to jump, so this is not a practical strat no more. In BO4 Zombies, if you scroll through guns with dark matter and then switch to one with diamond, the diamond camo will glitch to red. Now, even though this looks really cool, it is just a visual glitch. How it's a visual glitch? I'm not sure, because if we go through and look at all the different stages for the diamond reactive camo, none of them are red, so was this supposed to be a thing and it got cut? I'm not sure. Outside of Garage Crover near Stamina Up, you can find some zombies in some weird positions. Like, what is this zombie laying on? Also, this zombie is sitting on nothing? In previous videos, I've shown you the death animations for every single enemy in BO6 so far, but I haven't had a chance to show you the death animation for the shock mimic yet, so here it is. You guys love when I go through the history of COD Zombies in these videos, and I go over like when every single perk was added, or every map translated to English, so I thought I'd bring this back, but this time, tell you what every single Zombies map's codename is. If you don't know what the codename is, these are what the maps are referred to in the game's coding. So even though the map might be called Mob of the Dead, for example, in the game's coding, it'll be referred to as ZM_prison. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory, but there's also some that are really interesting. Starting in the beginning, Noct is some variation of ZM_prototype in every single game. Baruch's codename is ZM_asylum. Shinonuma is ZM_sumph. I think I'm saying that right. In every version except COD Mobile, which is codenamed ZM_gr_sumph. Also, if you don't know what sumph means, which I still don't know if I'm saying that right, it means swamp in German. Darice is zombie_factory. And moving on to BO1, Kino is ZM_theater, makes sense. 5 is ZM_pentagon. And Dead Ops Arcade has one of the most interesting ones so far. Its codename is Zombitron. All one word, that's it. Don't know what that means, but it's interesting. Ascension is zombie_cosmodrome, makes sense. Call of the Dead is zombie_coast. Shangri-La is zombie_temple, and Moon is, get this, zombie_Paris. Yes, you heard me right. This map's code name is zombie_Paris. This is because DLC 4 for BO1 was originally going to be set in Paris, but Treyarch later decided that they had to go bigger for DLC 4, and later changed their last BO1 map to Moon. The Paris map was never brought back or ever shown to us officially, but there is some info about it out there, so if If you guys want me to cover this map in a future video, let me know down below in the comments. Also, while we're talking about Moon, every single map in Chronicles has the same codename as its BO1, Water War, and BO2 variants, except for Moon. I guess because in BO3 they never planned to remaster Paris for Chronicles, so in BO3 it's just ZM_Moon. Moving on to BO2, Transit is ZM_Transit with an S? Okay. Nuketown Zombies is ZM_Nuked. Die Rise is ZM_High Rise. As we already went over, Mob of the Dead is ZM_Prison. Buried is ZM_Buried, and Origins is ZM_Tomb. Maybe people were valid for expecting Origins too. Jumping on to Exo Zombies now because Outbreak is different than every map we've seen so far because its codename is MP_Zombie_Lab. Which is it? MP or Zombie? Infection is MP_Zombie_BRG. Burger. Carrier is MP_Zombie_Arc. And Descent probably has the best name out of all of them because its codename is MP_Zombie_H2O. Quick reminder, kids. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. BO3 starts with Shadows of Evil, which is ZM_ZOD or Zombies on Disc. The Giant is ZM_Factory. I can't find the code names for DOA2 or DOA3, so we're just gonna move on to Horizon Drac, which is ZM_Castle. Again, makes sense. Zetsubo is ZM_Island. Grod Krovis is ZM_Stalingrad. And Revelations is ZM_Genesis. That's awesome, can I just say. That Revelations codename is Genesis. Moving on to Zombies in Spaceland. Its codename is, I think, or I pray to God that it is, Co-op Play_Zombie. Raven of Redwoods is Rave, Shadowlands is Disco, Attacks is Town, and Beast is Final. Moving on to World War II Zombies, the Final Reich's codename is MP_Zombie_Nest. Groston House is, well, House. The Darkest Shore is MP_Zombie_Island.
Damn island, that's
The Shadowed Throne is Berlin. The Tortured Path has the most apt codename so far because its codename is MP_Zombie_Shattered. And if you want to know the maps in specific, the first map is Windmill, the second map is DNK, I don't know what that stands for, and the third map is Dig. And finally, the Frozen Dawn is calling back to the last Sledgehammer DLC format because this DLC format is codenamed MP_Zombie_Descent. Moving on to BO4, Voyage is ZM_Zod-T8, aka Zombies on Disc Title 8. 9 is ZM_Towers. Dead of the Night is ZM_Mansion. No, not that mansion. Blood of the Dead is ZM_Escape. Makes sense. And Classified is ZM_Office. Now this is where it starts getting weird because for some reason they completely changed how they were naming the maps in the coding when Ancient Evil came out because Ancient Evil's codename is ZM_Red. Alpha Omega's codename is ZM_White. And Tagder Toten's codename is ZM_Orange. I have no clue why they started naming them after colors with Ancient Evil, so if you know why, let me know down below in the comments. D Machine's codename is ZM_Silver. Firebase Z is ZM_Gold. Malware is ZM_Platinum. And Forsaken's name is Tungsten. Moving on to Vanguard, starting with Duran Fong, it has Infinite Warfare's way of naming things, with it being Co-op Play_ZOD. And Terra Maledicta, the next map that came out, weirdly changing the code names to how they were in BO3 because its codename is ZM_Scorpion. Shinonuma Reborn got put in the wrong game because its codename is ZM_Green. And the Acorn's codename is ZM_Oasis. And finally, in BO6, Terminus's codename is ZM_T10_Quartz. Liberty Falls is Garnet. Citadel Day Moore is Bloodstone. And finally, the Tomb is Zombie_T10_Origins. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I just wanted to say that to get a reaction. It's just Opal. But there was every single code name for every zombies map in history. What's your favorite and your least favorite? Let me know down below in the comments. And finally, how fast this Valve and the Augur Mastercraft will move is fully dependent on your FPS. So here it is at nearly 200 frames a second, and then here it is at 60 frames a second. So there was your useless COD Zombies information. Like I said at the beginning, 2,500 likes and I'll make another one. Click here to watch me go rank every single map in Zombies history. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to my members. Thank you all so much for supporting me. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.